Hi Scrap Fam, this is Trish and welcome to my channel. I'm coming to you today to show you what I've been working on the last 2 weeks. Yes, it's been 2 weeks. So I have been working, it just didn't tape. I was like, I was going to try and do it last week and then it just never got around to it. So now we're 2 weeks out. So yeah, I'm going to try and be more consistent. I keep saying that. I really want to be more consistent. I can't expect to get more viewers if I'm not posting, you know, more than 2 times a month. So so I am going to try and work on that because I am scrapping. I am working in my planners and doing other things. So I just want to try and be more consistent. Okay, that being said, today is Wednesday the 12th. And so let me show you my setup for my faith planner for March, if I haven't already. Because that's the other thing about waiting 2 weeks to forget what I actually showed you guys. So this is the month of March in my faith planner. Yep, I really like the way it came out. This is mostly illustrated faith. So, yep, so that is it. That is my faith planner for the month of March. And like I said, today is the 12th. So as you can see, nothing's been done. um, so yeah. So I have to start working on actually doing the study part. Alright, so I want to show you my two planners. This is my tracker planner, and then this is my scrap slash memory planner. And what I come to terms with is that I've been decorating my tracker planner, but I have not been going back and putting in the stuff. Well, actually, that's been going on all year. It's like I've been doing the planners, fixing them, doing all the decorations and setting them up, but I'm not going back and putting the things in them that I want to do. So I made the decision to turn this tracker planner into my listing planner. And I list with Layle by Mail, and she comes on Saturdays, most Saturdays, on YouTube, and I follow her. But again, I'm a little backed up, even in my listing. So I thought, you know what, instead of using my undated planners that I have to do the listing, I'm just going to use this one, and I'm going to move the tracking information that I'm going to try and track. Let me show you for the people who might be here for the first time. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. Thank you for stopping by my channel and checking out my content. If you like it, hit the like button. I appreciate it. And if you want to see more of what I'm doing and how my planners are becoming, yeah, hit that subscription button. Anyway, so this is what I was doing. I was going to try and do my meal plan and track what I was eating, but I never went back. And I did that all last year too. The pages came out really nice. They were really cute. I really liked them, but I never came back and actually did the actual planning. So I decided not to even do that anymore. And the things that I am going to track, let me show you in my planner. Okay, so this is February. I already showed you guys this. Let me show you. I showed you that. I showed you that. All right. This is the week of February 24th through March the 2nd. And for this planner, I actually use a challenge. I do a challenge, and that is with Scrapcraftastic on Facebook, YouTube. She's across all the socials, and she has a 2025 challenge. So every week she gives us something, a subject, and for that week it was with peace and love. And so this is what I decided to do with that, and I really like the way it came out. Really like the way it came out. So that's that. So getting back to moving my trackers over here. So I actually had a page that I did where I track my reading. Well, I'm not reading, but I am listening. I'm doing audiobooks, and I'm using Libby. And so each week I listen to an audiobook, and I wouldn't go back and write what it was about, or I wasn't going back. So what I decided to do was add it to my weekly. And so this is where I'm going to be tracking my my book listening, my audio book listening. And for this week, I listened to Barbara Neely, Blanche Passes Go. And I've read, when I used to, really be into reading, I've read two of her previous books that I really liked. So when this came up on Libby, I said, oh, I want to listen to it. I like this one the best. Now, when I read those two books, it was a long time ago. And Barbara Neely has since passed, so she's not writing anymore, of course. But so the books aren't new. I think they're from the 90s. And I think that's when I read them. But I listened to this one, and I love this one. This one, I think this was her last book before she passed, and I really like this one. I gave it 4.5 stars, and they're like, "Oh, if you really like it, why didn't you give it 5?" I don't know. It was like 4.5. Sometimes my point system is based on how I feel about the characters. And most of the characters I thought was realistic. That was one of the things I really liked about the book, because in a lot of books, romance, I read a lot of like mystery type books. Or now I'm listening, but I have been listening to some romance. Um, but sometimes the characters just aren't realistic. They just seem, I don't know. But in this case, the characters just seem, they seem real. They seem like people you would know. So that's what I really liked about this. But it was still some parts of it. I was like, I don't know. But for the most part, I really liked it. And the name of the book is Blanche Passes Go by Barbara Neely. So this is where I'm going to start putting my book reviews here instead of in the tracker. All right, so that's that. So let's go into March. So March is, this is my currently. And so in my tracker, I was putting down, I wanted to track my crafts. So I just moved it here. And then I have my birthdays that I always had in this book. And then tracking, making calls and texting people, because I'm really bad at it. So I'll put that there. And this is my setup for March. Really like that, like the way it came out. And then this is my setup for Monday the 3rd through the 9th. And she had for that week parade. And I didn't have anything really paradey, but I think it was because of Mardi Gras she put parade. So I did put Mardi Gras on the day. But what I decided to do is use my Disney, so I end up going with Alice in Wonderland, and I really like the colors because it's still kind of Mardi Gras looking. So I really like that. Um, the other thing, the book for this week that I listened to was Motorhomes, Maps, and Murder. And this is really my true genre that I like, which is like cozy mysteries. And Tanya is Kappes. Like Caps, I want to say. I listened to this. One of the reasons I like her books is because they're short. So this is only 5 hours compared to other books that'd be like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hours. So this one was only 5 and some change. So I was able to listen to her real fast. She kind of like gets to the point. It's not a lot of um not a lot of fluff, but it's not a lot of fluff, but fluff. But I like her but I really like her book. She's actually on YouTube too, so you can look up Tanya Kappes and listen to some of her books on YouTube. But yeah, so that was the book I listened to for that for this week. And I really like, because see, I'm more consistent now. Before was, I wasn't listening, wasn't reading, but doing it this way, it's like, okay, I have to listen to a book this week so I can put it in my, on my page. So it makes me really look for something to read. Also, I have Libby now, downloaded Libby, so that makes it easier too. And this book I gave 3 stars to, because most cozy mysteries are 3 stars. But this one was actually pretty good too. All right, so that's that. And of course, this is the week we're in now. We're on, so I do this after the week is done. But I wanted to show you on this last page, I'm using this to track my wellness. And so again, took that out of the tracker. I do want to track walking, which I don't, I do, but not as much as I would like. Water and vitamins. So yeah, so I'm going to start putting those here and hopefully, really track them the way I want to track it. All right, so yeah, so that was like a not mid, I don't want to say mid-season, but it's just, you sometimes you evaluate the way you're using your planners, and you want to, I really like decorating them and everything, but I really also want to use them. So, and I want them to, especially with the tracker. Yeah. So I'm glad I made this decision. It was a hard decision because I really liked decorating my other one, but I'm like, it's total waste of time if you're not gonna go back and actually, put the stuff in. All right, so that's it. So that is my scrap slash now tracker planner. And I also count prep as scrapping too. So this is my listing. This is listing for January. So I prepped it, so I need to work on it this weekend. And then this is prep also for listing. And this is what a day, because that's what she's calling it now. Before was like what was it before? It was like you pick a day. It's like a day in the life. That's what it was. So this is that. This is for my my mixed media, my BTS mixed media book. I was really trying to get to that this weekend, but it just didn't happen because Sugar's birthday was the 10th, Monday, so I wanted to do that. But I'm going to do mixed media in the book. Try and do that sometime this week too. And I want to use Vicky Booten is now doing like a series, so I want to go back and look at one of the series she did and do that page the way she taught it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I explained it right. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to go back. I watched it when she was doing it, but then I'm gonna go back. It was last Friday. I'm gonna go back and use some of the techniques she taught, and that's what I want to use that to do his page. That's what I wanted to say. All right, so we have that, because again, prep counts. This is what I worked on tonight. A birthday card. I didn't do the inside yet, just the outside. The inside is easy because that means I just gotta set the typewriter, you hear me, typewriter, the computer, get a sentiment and put that in, and then it's done, and I can mail it off. The other thing I worked on tonight was prepping these playing cards. I'm gonna make some ATCs, which is artist trading cards. I like to do that. Sometimes I put them in Happy Mail, that if I send somebody a card or I make a card, or if I just want to make them for myself. So while I was watching Vicky tonight, because she comes on Wednesdays and Fridays now, I was painting this while she was talking. Well, I made the card and did this. So yeah, so this is what I've been working on. So yeah, so I will show you the end result of these when I finish. I'm also making another birthday card for my niece, and yeah, and then I'll hopefully by next week I will have finished some of my listing, the page with the mixed media page with sugar, and then I can show you guys. So yep, so that's it, and that's all, and thank you so much for coming by my channel and checking out what I've been up to, what I've done, and what my future plans are for this whole scrapping thing. And yeah, so again, if you like what you see, or you want to see how this all turns out, hit the subscription button so every time I upload a video you'll be notified. And if you like what you see, hit the like button. Again, thank you so much for stopping by. Be blessed, happy scrapping, and bye for now.